outside of real time, depending on what you're doing. Thanks for joining. So, one of the most powerful ways in which you can enhance and strengthen the amount of BDNF, the BDNF in your body, is to do resistance style training. And if you've never heard of BDNF, it's a protein. BDNF is a brain neurotrophic enhancing factor that helps to keep brain cells young and functioning very well. So whether you're studying, you're a student, or you've hit a certain echelon in life and you want to keep your brain nice and strong and healthy, then this is the video for you, and share it with any friends or loved ones who are worried about losing memory. Now, I've worked in the field of science on brain diseases and memory loss and things like that. In fact, I worked for the Institute of Neurology in the prion unit. Prions are proteins that literally drill holes in your brain. I also worked in genetic research on many studies in the pharma industry, including Alzheimer's. One of the most powerful ways to create good, strong, healthy neurology is by encouraging the production of this BDNF protein. And the way you do that, there are 3 ways to do it, but the best way to do it is resistance training, calisthenics. If you can, still do your squats and your press ups and, kettlebell lifts. Any of those things will create brain protein that will keep your neurology strong and healthy. Promise. Studies have shown that. And one of the best ways that you can do brain strengthening exercises is probably to go to the gym. That's right. A physical workout, which includes resistance training, actually helps to strengthen brain cells. So it's not me saying it. This is science. There's a whole wad of papers that backs this up. So welcome to this broadcast. If you've just joined, leave a comment, say something, and I will endeavor to answer. Like the video and share it with anyone who would like to know how to strengthen the brain and boost cognitive function according to science. So, hello, still, what's your profession? Are you a neurologist or a meditation consultant? Good question. I worked in science for most of my life. And at the time, science was not very open to the allopathic, the alternative medicine and spiritual side of things. Although I was doing Tai Chi, teaching meditation, teaching martial arts, counseling people. I'm just interested in the human state. And at the same time, I was working for Big Pharma on depression studies, anxiety studies, and Alzheimer's studies. I've worked at the Institute of Neurology and I've studied brain diseases. And so I have the science background and I've been doing science for a good chunk of my life. I've also been fascinated with psychology and the subconscious mind. And through my passion in the martial arts, I moved through the meditation world. So I'm just interested in the way people tick, what makes people stronger, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So thanks for asking that question. And yes, I work for the Institute of Neurology. In fact, I even participated in some neurological studies and psychological studies too, and it was absolutely a joy. Next question. My AI girlfriend said it was fine. Well, one of them did. Cool. So I would strongly suggest that if you're doing these exercises, you do them routinely, whoever is advising you. Okay. And so whether you're doing the resistance training exercises or aerobics, which is also good for the brain, or mindfulness style exercises like Tai Chi, Qigong, and yoga, do everything routinely. You don't have to do everything every single day, but you could do resistance training. Let's say you've hit 60, 70, and you don't want to do too much, because remember, too much is going to damage your joints too. So do twice a week resistance training. Aerobics, I would suggest, moderate aerobic style exercises, perhaps twice a week as well. And Tai Chi and Qigong, well, maybe 10 minutes every day. That could be your Yamato Damashi or your consistent training, right? Yamato Damashi is a Japanese term, and it means not breaking your schedule ever. But it does not mean that you go all in to the extent that you damage yourself. So you do those things that you can do over and over, like moving meditation, Tai Chi, Qigong, and even meditation itself. Guess what? There have been studies on meditation and how meditators have more focus and more recall, better memory than an average person. In fact, brain scans of Buddhist monks and meditators, like hardcore meditators, have shown that they have stronger, more connected brains, i.e., their brain structure is more efficient. So what we've got here, anyway, I'm just sharing my day. I got a peace, Buddha. Cool. So yeah, you are welcome to share your day. And you know what? Connection. Connection is another way to boost brain function. When you connect with real people, it's nice to connect with you. It's nice to connect with anyone in this broadcast. Peace. And peace and love is what we need. When your mind is at peace, your mind, your memory, everything functions well. I'm a huge believer in the power of exercise and how it links to the mind and the body and the spirit. So if I'm inspiring you, wonderful. And welcome to this broadcast. If you've just tuned in live, it's wonderful to see you. Listen, here's a story. Once upon a time, there were 3 laughing sages. They would go from village to village, and their meditation and their way of spreading love and light and peace was to go into the center of the village and just laugh. Because just like a disease, laughter is infectious. Just like a yawn. Did I make you yawn? Yawning is infectious. Laughter can be infectious too. They did that in village after village. They kept moving from place to place. And then one day, they went to one particular village, and gosh, the villagers, they all loved these laughing sages, but at that particular time, one of them passed, and all the villagers heard about it. They were really upset. They came running, and only to find the 2 remaining sages laughing even harder. They thought, what the hell? Your friend, he's dead. Why are you laughing? It's kind of weird. And for the first time, one of them stopped. And he looked directly at the person who posed the question. and said, well, we all had a bet. We all didn't want to actually take on the stench of this world, and we kept laughing, but we also had this in joke about who would die first. And this guy died first. He beat us. The rogue even wrote a will and a final testament. So they read the will, and here's what it said: keep my clothes, do not touch them. I want to be put on the pyre and burnt with my clothes on. That was his final request, right? And so they did it. They didn't touch him, the clothes, they used the cloth, respected what he wanted. And once they lit the fire, fireworks started to fly out of his body. Now, was that metaphysical? No. He'd hidden fireworks in his clothes, and he had the last laugh. So, laughter creates calm. Laughter creates calm and peace. And peace of mind creates good memory. I'll leave you with that thought.